It's Ring Domination time. This is SuperZombGBBQ. Say hello to YouTube, everyone. This is going to start to delay, so you'll probably see lots of people in around about 30 seconds time saying, hey YouTube, or fuck YouTube, or something like that. Very simply put, I wanted to give you an idea of how this game mode works. I'm not going to lie to you, it is incredibly difficult, and I think things are going to change around the game mode. You'll see why in a second. So I'm going to play this last game, which is going to be against Hanzo King. Oh, I was going to play up against it, but it gives me some time to explain to you how this game mode actually works. So the simple point of this is you have to pull shards. So these shards are pulled by having resets on the board, and that may sound a bit weird, but every reset you get, so a rare, a super rare, an epic, a legendary, a WrestleMania Survivor, is a shard. That shard then basically comes off the card that you get. But you have to pick all the other shards like they were picks on the board, and you'll see what I mean in a second. And where the controversy is currently coming from, why it's so difficult, is that hardly anyone is actually resetting. And there's actually a limitation on how many bouts you can have. Now, I've actually been playing this for nearly 4 hours now, and I've managed to get myself through Survivor Miz, which is the first card. The second one is a WrestleMania Stardust, and then you have your single Sami Zayn card. But there is a lot of controversy around this at the moment, and I'm hoping that that's going to get sorted out, because the event should be made a little bit easier, especially for the guys. I mean, the matchmaking's absolutely crazy. We're playing guys that we never knew would have been able to be played at this point, and actually the matchmaking's getting tougher. We have several pieces already off, and I'll just get to play Mick. Here we go. Now, the idea around this game mode is you pick those shards. So the shards come off individually. When those shards come off individually, they reveal part of the card, which then you obviously go for. Now, it took me nearly 3 hours to get the first Miz card, which is great for difficulty, but I also had to spend credits to be able to get that. So you have a very interesting situation there. Well, to be able to, that's by spending credits to get to that stage, that you have to be constantly playing, and the bouts work very similar to Road to Glory, so you're constantly having to wait for bouts to come back up. And if the matchmaking's tough, not only are you waiting for bouts to refill, but you've also have to then win a game, and if you don't win a game, you only get 1 or 2 picks, so it's crazy. So what I want to first of all show you is a couple of hints and tips around how the gameplay actually works. And what you do is you take this card, and you can put in any one of these slots. Now, realistically speaking, most players, unless you're a PCC player, People's Champion player, are going to be having next to no up arrows. So what you do is you put in a card that you think is going to be able to beat Roman Reigns, which is the current allowed up arrow. So I'm putting Roman Reigns in there, and he's not going to go up against me. He's going to put his Bret Hart there. I'm going to set up my second Blassie. Give me a second to figure this out. And again, I'm not sure he's got an up arrow, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in Miz down again, which gives me 2 spaces. You can see it's highlighted. Now I've been challenged, and the way that the challenge works out is that if the arrow that your challenger puts in, or you put in, goes towards a card, it challenges that card. Now, you've got Roman Reigns here, who has X amount of stats, and Damien Mizdow, who is my card. Damien Mizdow beats him, which means I now have 2 blue spaces which are highlighted, and we have the 1 for him, and we have obviously Roman, which is the first card I put down. So I'm currently winning 3-1. So it's now my turn. Now at the moment, I can't go up and challenge anyone. If I put my card next to my existing cards, then you could be able to see it will just pop up as blue again. So if I put down, let's say he's used to, I'll put down Kevin Owens. Okay, so I'll put him on the left hand side, and he's going to put in Daniel Bryan to challenge his own Roman Reigns. Now this is where the interesting point comes in, because his Roman Reigns I've just taken is now part of my deck, and it can happen with his as well. So, and all the stat changes are permanent. So everything I do stat change wise, with regards to Blassies, with regards to procs and ability users, it's all stays. Now I'm running 5-1, so I'm currently beating this guy pretty hard. So we're going to move on to the next bit, which is where I go next. And I'm thinking to myself, well, which route should I go down? He's used majority of his right arrows. So, yeah, his right arrows. So, you know what? I'm going to stick in Neville on the bottom left-hand side. And he's going to put in a Seth Rollins. Now, I know that Seth Rollins can easily be beaten. And this is where you can use a little bit of strategy to speed up your matches or to get a win. Especially if you're 4-4 against someone. Don't challenge them. If you've got a card down the bottom, if I use Brett right now, it's going to challenge Seth Rollins. If I use Triple H, it's not going to challenge him, and it'll end the game. If you watch, right here. So it's just end of the game. It's given me 7-2 victory against Mick. Thank you for the victory. And then you'll see here, now I'm currently using a pick boost, which gets me 4 picks. Now I am actually running over from the last game where I had no cards left. If you can get a piece of the shard, then you might be able to see how it works, but I'm not banking on it. The pull rate is very poor at the moment, so it's hard to actually get any of these shard picks to actually be part of the card. And yeah, no shard picks at all, but you can see I've just managed to get myself quite a few individual cards here. So it's great for leveling. Now, the last thing I wanted to do was to give you all a little bit of a treat. When I say a little bit of a treat, I'm talking about one of these bad boys, because you've seen a lot of them be done, and I did actually manage to get myself earlier on. I will show you a WrestleMania Shawn Michaels, which was the one which is in the previous video. Well, the video is coming out tomorrow. I don't know, whenever it's coming out, the live stream, whatever. And I'm actually going to put that at the end of this video. Actually, I'm going to splice that part out, because this basically explains how the game works.
I think you will get WrestleMania Jelly Bay.
Jelly Bay? Okay, let's get it done now. So you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Free?
Oh yeah, free. Who do I not want this to be? I don't want it to be Blassie. But if
You can't take her.
It's going to be Blassie. I will cry.
Hope you get your AJ.
Austin.
It's gonna be Taker. Trust me, Taker.
You know what? Another AJ.
I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that.
We all know JB's a taker anyway.
I got Logan.
He's definitely a catcher, not a pitcher.
Who do I not want this to be? I don't want Someone's feedbacking again.
What's your feedback?
It's going to be Blassie.
Oh, Michaels!
Austin.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
happy with that. I'm happy with that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
Feedback, go away. I hate you.
Okay, so
Yeah, wow, that's what I'm going to do is I am actually going to do my next chamber, and I'm going to lock that down. So let's see if I can get a Fusion Pro. That would be absolutely amazing. But honestly, I think I'm going to get another single. If it gave me Macho Man, if it gave me Shawn or AJ, I'd be happy. Please don't give me a Blassie. Let's see who we get. Claim results. And it is... Oh, yes! It's a Shawn Michaels Pro! Oh, yes! That's my second WrestleMania Fusion Pro. Please like, share, and subscribe. Oh, yeah, that feels amazing. Thank you so much for watching. And, oh, man, I'm very, very, very happy. Zoliv!